Joining us now, NewsNation contributor Kurt Bardella, veteran political and media strategist. Tom laid out a number of important issues that the two will discuss. And Kurt, good morning to you as always. What are some of the biggest diplomatic disputes between President Trump and Erdogan going into this discussion?
Well, Megan, I think everything right now centers on what's going on with the conflicts with Russia, Ukraine, also to a certain extent, Middle East. Obviously, anything economic with tariffs has been a big topic of conversation for any world leader visiting the United States and visiting with President Trump. The combination of geopolitical dynamics going on in Europe, in Eastern Europe, as well as the tariffs economic situation usually has created the template for what these leaders really are looking at. And most of the time it involves economic relief.
Right. So arms and trade deals will be part of the discussion, specifically lifting that hold, as Tom mentioned, on the sale of F-35 fighter jets to Turkey. How significant would that be regionally and strategically speaking?
Well, I mean, again, I think anytime that you have, we're talking about military assets and major economic repercussions when it comes to, where they're put, where they're housed, whether or not they're sold. It will have a significant repercussion if they don't come to some sort of agreement, and there is a disagreement. But again, I think that what we have seen is world leaders have done a really good job of pre-choreographing in a lot of ways, working with the White House and the State Department and Defense Department of War on how this is. It's almost like the outcome is predetermined before they get there. And what we see that will play out is more of the show. It's the, hey, we got the deal done. There's unity, there's progress. Commander in Chief looking strong. They are very effusive in their praise of Donald Trump by design. All of that is already pre-negotiated. That's kind of what I expect to see when they come out together.
Right. The unexpected is generally when reporters have a chance to toss some questions at Donald Trump. And after we see the handshake here, they'll go in, they'll meet privately, but we do anticipate we'll have that kind of media opportunity, Kurt. And there are a number of things, the question that President Trump will be asked about. Right now in the news is this deadly shooting in Dallas outside of an ICE facility. Hearing directly from the president potentially on that about 24 hours after that facility came under attack. A gunman then killed himself. What has the administration said or may they say about this most recent confrontation?
Well, we saw a very active Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, very pointedly pointing out, as well as Vice President J.D. Vance, in fact, very active social media about the, written word of, anti-ICE rhetoric on one of the bullets. So I expect that to continue. I think also it'll be interesting if any of the reporters ask the president, did you watch the return of Jimmy Kimmel and his monologue? And what is your reaction to that whole situation? That's been one of the major storylines over the last 2 weeks, and we have not really heard the president on camera weigh in one way or the other on that. So that'll be interesting if they throw that question out to him. So there's no shortage of things to ask the president about. It's always entertaining because that's when the president kind of goes extemporaneous, and oftentimes when he's in a setting with a world leader, especially, he likes to fire back and just say, "That's a nasty question. Why would you ask that right now?" And it can get a little confrontational.
Yeah, that's the good stuff when we go off script. TikTok also, he'll likely get fielded a question about TikTok in this executive order he'll sign later today. We're waiting for a lot of details on who the buyer is and what it looks like to save the app.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most consequential transactions that we might see during the entire Trump administration, especially if, as rumored, some of the people involved in this potential deal who are politically aligned with the president, who are allies of the president MAGA Republican Party. Again, just as we saw the massive impact that Elon Musk taking over then Twitter, now X had, if allies of the president were to take over, one of the largest social media content platforms in the world, and certainly in the United States side of things, that could have major implications for a long time.
All right, Kurt, thanks as always. Great to see you. We'll keep monitoring the White House for when the president of Turkey shows up. I'll see you again soon.